Join me, won't you, as we take a look at my top 31 favorite horror films, one for each day in October. This is my personal opinion and it may differ from yours. This is a non-spoiler review, so sit down. Strap yourself in because tonight we're taking a look at 1992's Peter Jackson's Dead Alive, or, if you're outside of the United States, Brain Dead. Dead Alive is a horror comedy, and it's extreme in both genres. This is some of the most morbid, dark humor, and it's presented in such a slapstick sort of way. Honestly, it reminds me of Sam Raimi's Evil Dead 2. Raimi was a huge fan of The Three Stooges, and Bruce Campbell just hammed it up. It feels like Dead Alive took that energy and dialed it to 11. And don't even get me started on the horror aspects. Dead Alive tiptoes around many horror subgenres, but it's mostly a gore film. And oh boy, is it a gore film. Now I'm not talking about torture porn, as it's referred to, such as Saw or Hostel, nor am I referring to exploitation grindhouse gore. This gore is more reminiscent of Sam Raimi's Evil Dead 2 type of gore. Yeah, I know. I'm comparing Dead Alive to the Evil Dead 2 again. But just like that comedy section, Dead Alive takes the gore and cranks it up to 11. Seriously, this is the goriest film that I have ever seen, and I absolutely love it. This movie is one of the most off-the-wall kind of movie. I literally stared at the screen, blinked a few times, and asked myself, did that really just happen? And I mean that in the best way possible. Do you want a kung fu priest who kicks ass for the Lord?
I kick ass for the Lord!
Dead Alive's got it. Do you want a zombie baby born from a zombie nurse who keeps losing her head? Dead Alive's got it. Do you want a zombie's guts to form a life of its own and then admire itself in the mirror? Well, Dead Alive's got it. And we're not even scratching the surface. Seriously, who came up with this bloody, goofy mess of a movie? I'm serious. The person must be in like a mental institution by now. Oh my goodness. Peter Jackson directed this movie. The same guy who brought us the Lord of the Rings trilogy as well as the Hobbit trilogy. Wow. I won't lie. This film is nowhere near perfect. The acting is rushed and forced, and that pacing, oh my goodness, the pacing in the beginning of the movie is terrible. And either my brain just adjusted to the awfulness, or the pacing got better. I couldn't tell. One more thing to note. The constant screaming and noise making of some of the actors is over the top and goofy. But what do you expect? It's a campy B-movie that tries to one-up every other movie in the genre and does so with a sense of fun and cheekiness to it.
Party's over.
It's a bloody good time.